Hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with Maze Walker. It's a new game. It's on Steam and we're going to play it. There's no sound, so if we've got any music going on in the background, that is all me. And as we can see, it already looks amazing. Let's play a new game at sunset, I guess. Right. So there is definitely no sound. And I know that my sound stuff works because I tested it before on a different game and it was definitely working. So this is a maze game. That looks like a little break in the stuff. Maybe we can fit through. Nope. Okay. The store page. Sorry, my voice is really cracky. I don't know why. I spent a lot of today playing table tennis. We're having a table tennis tournament here, and I was getting, tournament ready for table tennis. So that's what I was doing, and I think that it may have, played a lot of table tennis today. Man, there's just no sound. This is, at least the movement speed's sort of reasonable. But it is very boring. Yeah, so I was getting ready for some table tennis. So if my voice sounds weird, it's because of table tennis. That's what I'm going to blame it on. And I've said table tennis like 300 times now. That's hyperbole. For those of you in the audience who aren't familiar with the terms that people who speak English use to describe things, hyperbole is when you over-exaggerate something to make a point. And the point is that I played a lot of table tennis, and I said table tennis a lot of times. And my voice is at the moment. So yeah, so we can jump. We've got a skybox and just a featureless maze. I guess it is what it is. It does what it says on the box. It is the Maze Walker. We are walking through a maze with and this is sunset, I guess. I guess we could pick day, day or night. And there doesn't seem to be anything else in the maze. It's just featureless walls. Also, there are very few choices to actually make. I think the only choices I've made was whether to go left or right at that big junction, but other than that, it's just sort of following the path. So we get to make a choice here. We'll go down the big path. I have no idea. One of the things in the description that I did take a look at, because I can't buy the game without being on the store page. It said that this game distinguishes itself from other maze games by having 500,000 square miles of maze. So yeah, we'll play it for a while. Not having any sound is definitely making this less fun. So yeah, so definitely there will be music playing right now, given the length. Oh, we found a different thing. Oh, what does this say? Real maze begins here. Right. So that was all just to get to the real maze. Okay. Okie dokie. So we've started the real maze. Oh, good. Good. Excellent. This is just going to be a dead end, isn't it? I feel like we're just going in a circle. Yeah. Yeah, that's just going to lead to a dead end. I could have figured that out. Now we've got to go all the way back. So that's the first real mazy thing. But there's still no sound. So yeah. So you'll probably be listening to some sort of something. I don't know. I might do some Kevin MacLeod stuff, but I usually reserve that stuff for the descriptions. And not the actual gameplay. Ugh, God. So you might be listening to some techno or some electronic dance music or whatever it is, because there's a lot of that. It's a lot of those SoundCloud people, and they offer their stuff up for free, which is cool because they're just trying to get noticed in a crowded marketplace. Same with me. I got respect for that. It's funny that, yeah, it's something that I think a lot of people pursue, even though, there's not a lot there's not a lot of money in it, I don't think. Just like, you know, there's not a lot of money in this. There's almost $0 in this. In fact, this hobby of mine costs me quite a bit of money because I buy the games that I play. Occasionally I get given games, and, I like do my disclosures at the start. This is just another dead end, isn't it? We're just dead ending here. Yeah, cool. I do my disclosures at the start when someone gives me a game for free, because, it might change how I view the game. I try not to let it. I also find, though, that generally when someone gives me a game for free, it tends to, unless it's like a fan giving me a game that they want me to play, if it's given to me by a developer, usually it has a certain amount of quality to it anyway, It is not that often where I come across a game that has been provided to me by a developer because they wanted me to review it, and then I played it and went, wow, this is bad, or this is awful, Usually I'll have some good feedback for it, but, because what happens is they're not going to put it out there for, this is that same spot, okay. They're not going to put it out there for people to review unless it's got something going for it, because generally the developers that don't want you looking at their games, that don't want the Let's Plays, the ones that file the DMCA strikes and stuff like that, those ones are making bad games, and the reason why they don't want you playing their games on YouTube is they don't want it to negatively affect their sales, which it will. Like I'm hoping that this does, because this is terrible. This is just awful. And, I mean, wandering around in a maze is fine for a little while, but, yeah, I mean, we're definitely lost. Like, the maze has got me. Like, I don't think I've done very well here. Let's do role-playing styles, where we just turn left at every intersection until we've done the whole maze. So there we go. So then we're going to come out here and we'll turn left. We're going to do that for a little while, see if that gets us to an exit. Right, so that's nothing. Okay. Turn left. Yep, there we go. Nope. Okay, that's dead end, so we have to turn left in a circle. Turn left, turn left, turn left, and left. There we go. And then we're gonna turn left. Oh, this is where we just got. So we can't do that one. We'll turn left here. We don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go backwards back into the maze that's not the real maze apparently. Left. Yeah, we're just doing the left strategy. We're gonna go to the left. See, so we have to turn left here, and it's nothing, and then we turn left here. So it's a good way of making sure that you've done all of your things. If you're doing a methodical approach to the thing. See, we're gonna turn left. So we can't turn left. There's only right, so we're gonna just keep going left this way, and hopefully this is the way up. Yeah, and we're gonna keep going this way because it's still left. Left is still that way, so. This does seem to be new, but that's dead end there. Alright, so we're going to turn around, and then we're going to see if one of these little exits is what we're looking for. Left. I mean, I doubt it, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're 9 minutes in, and the problem with adding music to videos that are this long is I have to add a lot of music, and that's frustrating. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn left for a while for you guys, but I'm going to speed it up because this is not that visually interesting. Let's be honest, this is a bit naff. So speed up time. Okay, seriously, I can't do this anymore. Running around in silence is just... Wow. Let's see... What are the... Oh, we can add things. Let's add some dragons and some zombies and spirits. Oh, the audio's off! Okay. Moving walls, portals, I don't know, man. Let's get everything. Crawlers, sure. Let's just get all of it and see what this has got going for us. Let's stay in this something. Oh, now we have music or sounds. Right. Okay. Okay, so that's a demon. Right, this is much more interesting now that there's sound. Right. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. We go here. Okay. Right, so now there's some sound effects and stuff. At least that's, like, kind of interesting. There's, like, green things in the sky. This is, like, way cooler. There's still no, like, footstep sounds or anything. Don't, you know, get super excited. What is that? Okay, something's chasing me. Oh, it's there. He's trying to go through the wall, but he can't. Let's go through the dark portal. Oh, he's still there. I don't know what that is. Let's go away from it. Oh, we've got... Oh, the walls move. That's right. We turned on wall moving. Let's go away from that clicking. It's annoying. Right. Back to silence. Well, we had some sound for a little while. Oh, there's some clicking again. Of course. Oh, there's a dragon! Look at that! Oh, did I get him? I don't think I got him. I wanted to get the dragon in my screenshot. I was hoping for my dragon. There he is. Yes! Dragon screenshot. Love it. So good. Yeah, so there's like some random stuff thrown in here now. Look, I still can't recommend it, but it is more interesting than the vanilla whatever we were playing before, which had nothing. Let's go through this portal. I haven't figured out... Oh. Okay. So the wall moves. That's kind of cool. Oh. Oh, and there's like... Oh, that was a dragon. So the wall moved, right. That's kind of cool, man. Moving walls and stuff, that's rad. I like that. See, now we've got like a sense of urgency, sort of. I mean, it's definitely unsolvable. Hey, what's that thing? Oh, it killed me! I started back over. Right. There's no attack animation, it just sort of touches you and then you're dead. That must be that's the crawlers, because those are the things that were making the clicky noises. They just sort of chase after you and then you die. Right. Oh, I want to get burned to death. Burn me to death. Oh, come on. Seriously. Oh, the stuff's moving. Where? There we go. Oh, where am I going to get killed from this time? Oh, there he is. Okay, let's go look at the description. Alright, Maze Runner. Seriously big labyrinth for everyone who likes great challenges. This maze is exceptional by the fact that you can add a few interesting elements yourself, such as zombies and moving walls. Cool. Those were okay. Those were fine, you know. I mean, it is just still, like, featureless nothing, you know. There's no reason to, there's no like little clues to find or anything like that. There's no reason for me to want to solve the maze or any sort of semblance of progress. Right, so that's what the zombie like. Oh, I recognize those guys. That's the stock Unity zombie. I want to go back to the zombie. Let's have a look. Where was he? There he is. There he is. Let's go. Let's look at him. Oh, did I miss him? There we go. Oh, there he is. Yes, I recognize that asset there. That's amazing. Good job. Right. Maze Walker is a game for those who are already tired of simple mazes. Our maze is the right choice because it has approximately 500,000 square meters. In settings, you can turn on interesting elements that make the maze even more challenging, fun, and more interesting. For example, moving walls, demons, and dragons. When you turn on all the elements, the maze will become almost insurmountable. Your task is to find a golden tower. Do not be fooled by the maze and its traps. That would be cool if we could see a golden tower but then had to find our way through it. Like in The Labyrinth, the movie, she can see where she needs to go. There's just a maze in between her and the thing. And she can still see it above the stuff, it's just there's no way to get to it. So, yeah. Some sound effects would be good, even just like room tone, you know, like an outside, you know, tone for when you're walking around. Maybe some footsteps. Just saying, it can't be that hard. You know, just the problem. Okay, look, like honestly, you know, I'm criticizing. I'm giving this game the benefit of the doubt, and it doesn't deserve it. The honest truth here is that we have a maze that's just sort of tossed onto a map. We have a bunch of assets thrown into it. We have no animations, you know, other than whatever there, and they've thrown it together and thrown it up on Steam. Daniel, I don't know how to say that last name, also made Funball Games VR, which came out last year and has one user review. So yeah, it's, you know what I mean? Like there's not a lot going on here. There's not any reason to want to play this game. The only thing it has going for it at the moment is that it's cheap. And if you want a game with mazes, I mean, sure, you know, like there are worse games. At least it runs, it doesn't crash. It seems to do fine displaying native 4K, even though the textures and stuff are not up to snuff. Yeah, it's fine, but it's not though, because it is just an asset flip. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. That's Maze Walker. It's on Steam if you want to try it out, and if you don't, then like I said, don't feel any obligation. And I will see you guys next time. Class dismissed.